Okay, so let's get started. So yesterday we were reading chapter number 8 when Vishwamitra comes to meet King Dashrata. And we were somewhere in between where we stopped in between the chapters. So we're going to continue from page 29 where we stopped. So where Dashrata is asking, so does anyone need a summary, quick summary? Okay, is anyone going to do a summary for me? Quick 2-line summary. Just what happened so that we have the continuity. Yes. Do you want me to do it?
Yes. So Vishwamitra came
Yes.
for the wedding.
Yes. He didn't come for the wedding. He just showed up. He came to the court. He just visited Ayodhya to King Dashrata. So I'm going to give the quick summary. So watch how I'm doing it. So I'll expect you to do the summary every day. Okay. So just a 2-liner so that we have continuity. So he comes to all the 4 sons are born and they are growing and they are 16 years old. And Vishwamitra comes to visit King Dashrata, and he's been very respectfully received by the king with all due respects of Argya, Padya, and they are exchanging inquiries about each other. And at the end of it, King Dashrata is feels very fortunate to have a great Brahma Rishi like Vishwamitra visit him. And now he's inquiring with him, like, how can I help you? What can I do? It would be my pleasure and blessing. I'd be fortunate to do any help that you want. And that's when Vishwamitra says that he has undertaken a yaga where he wants to do this prayer, but he's been hindered by these 2 rakshasas who has a Maya warfare power to be invisible and disturb their yaga. So he's just left it as it is, and he's known for being angry, but it's required that he does not be angry when he is doing this yaga. So he's come seeking help from Dashrata. Okay, so now continuing on, I'm going to continue to read. Tell me, my lord, said Dashrata. He was greatly excited. He had fought on the side of Indra when there was war in the high heavens between the Devas and Asuras, and the king from the earth had been able to assist Indra during the war. That was when he was granted the boon that he would be able to drive his chariot in all 10 directions. The king was eager to hear more. Tell me how I can help you, asked king. I'm going to stop there. Do you know the meaning of Dasharata? Dasa means 10. Dasa, okay? Number 10. Rata means chariot. Okay, so when he fought with Indra, alongside Indra, when there was a war between Devas and Asuras, as a gift, he was given his ability, he was given this power, he was given this boon where he will be able to ride his. How does a chariot or any vehicle go? Forwards, right? Forwards, or even the car, if you put reverse gear, it goes reverse. Imagine the car can go in 10 directions. It can go forward, backward, sideways, up, down, in all these different directions. How would that be? And he could do that. Okay, that's why he's called, also the origin of his name called Dashrata. So continuing on, I want you to give me Rama, your eldest son. Rama, that charming youngster who is a great warrior, said Vishwamitra. Before the king could put in a word, he said, I will protect him. You need have no fear of that. This young man is sure to destroy those Rakshasas. I'm certain of that. Have no doubt that this will mean nothing but great good fortune for your son. He will be famed in the 3 worlds for this great act of valor, and I predict nothing but good for your son to follow in the wake of this act. The 2 Rakshasas will not be able to withstand Rama's powerful arrows. And again, Rama, Laya, can you stop typing on your screen? I can see your nails. Yeah, thank you. The two Rakshasas will not be able to withstand Rama's powerful arrows, and again, Rama and only Rama is capable of destroying them. They are eaten up with pride and they have come to the end of their lives. Dasharatha, do not let your fatherly affection make you hesitate in granting me my boon. The yaga is for 10 days and only 10 days. The evil ones are destined to be killed by Rama, and you can rest assured that they are dead already. I know Rama, I know his true nature. I know him and his unswerving devotion to truth. These great rishis, led by Vashishta, also know the truth about him. If you desire fame in this world and a great future in the next, you must give Rama to me for these 10 days. If you do but look at your ministers, you can see that they are wanting you to grant me my wish. Dasharatha thought of the youth of his beloved son Rama, and to his mind came the dreadful forms of Rakshasas who could assume what form they choose and who were Mayavis. He fell down senseless, and for a while, for the duration of a muhurta, he was like that. He regained consciousness and then said, My lord, please be merciful. My Rama, my child with the eyes like the lotus, is hardly 16 years old. I'm not able to imagine him fighting with Rakshasas you speak of. I'm an old veteran in the art of fighting. The entire army is at your service, my lord. I will accompany you, and with my army to assist me, I will fight with the Rakshasas. I have fought before in the war with the Danavas, and when the Devas were harassed by them, I am sure I can vanquish these two troublemakers. They are able to use astras, and I will be able to give them a good fight. I will protect your yaga and help you bring it to successful conclusion. Please do not ask Rama to face the Rakshasas. His education is hardly over and he is not strong enough to how fierce the to to know how fierce the proposed fight will be. As for me, even if an hour passes without seeing my beloved child, my eyes become blurred with tears and I feel as though my very life is ebbing away from me. Please do not ask me to send my Rama with you. If you insist on Rama coming with you, then let me also come along with my army. Rama is my very life. After so many years of childlessness, he has been granted to me and he is very dear to me. I have 4 sons, but Rama is most dear to me, as is well known the world over. Tell me about the Rakshasas. Who are they? How did they acquire such power? Who protect them? Where do they come from? Vishwamitra said, In the line of the famed Pulastya is born a Rakshasa by name Ravana. He is very powerful warrior and a brave fighter. He has pleased Brahma with his penance and has obtained boons from the Creator. He is now bent on persecuting rishis and all good people. He has defeated Kubera, his half brother, in battle and has snatched from him the Pushpaka, a chariot, which can fly in the air. Ravana is the son of Vishravas and is famed in all 3 worlds. These two Rakshasas, Maricha and Subahu, are his henchmen. They are bent on doing harm to people like me who are bent on tapas and actions which spell good for the world. Rama has to rid the world of them. The king's expression was piteous when he heard. So I'm going to ask you some questions like um, who is Ravana and what are the names of the two Rakshasas? Okay. And why is Dashrata called Dashrata? So keep your ears peeled. The king's expression was piteous when he heard about the Rakshasas. He said, Unfortunate man that I'm in danger of losing my beloved son. My lord, how can I assume that this youngster will be able to stand in front of such powerful Rakshasas and fight with them? I've been told that the Devas and the Gandharvas and all the denizens of the heavens are not able to stand up to Ravana. How then can this child of mine, my Rama, who is not yet 16, how can he fight with the henchmen of Ravana? I've heard it said that the valor of those who fight with him is absorbed into him, and his opponents lose their prowess. Rama is a scion of my race. I dare not give him to you. I will not give him to you. Subahu and Maricha are not the proper adversaries he should encounter in his first taste of fighting. I will fight, my lord. Please do not ask me to give my child. Vishwamitra's patience was at an end. Like a sacrificial fire which burns brighter when ghee is poured into it, the words of the king made him more and more angry, and finally his anger knew no bounds. He looked at the king with his eyes glowing and said, "You made elaborate promises and now you're trying to go back on your word? This does not bring credit to the illustrious Raghuvamsha of which you are a descendant. If you think you're doing the right thing, I will go back to where I came from. Having broken your promise to your guests, you can live happily with your kinsmen surrounding you." When he spoke thus, the earth trembled in fear since his anger was known to all. Still the king sat silent. Blinded as he was by his son for his by love for his son, he did not realize what he was doing. Vashishta, his mentor, now spoke to him. He said, "Dashatha, you're born of the line of Ikshvakus. You are expected to be the personification of Dharma himself. You're a righteous man and well versed in the rules of conduct. You should not behave thus. Stay away from the path of Dharma and stay away from the path of Dharma. The world calls you Dharmatma, and you should not besmirch the name of your ancestors and yours too by this action of yours. Once you say that you will do a thing and then hesitate to do so, it is an act unworthy of good men, and it will rob you of all the punya you have accumulated so far. Send Rama with the rishi and save your name and that of your family. The illustrious son of Kushika will guard Rama like the wheel of fire, thus the pot filled with Amrita. No Rakshasa can approach the son of yours, however mighty he may be. I'm sure of that. Vishwamitra is the very image of Dharma and he is a great man. He's a man of great intellect and his tapas is his wealth. He is proficient in all shastras and the sacred lore. No one in all the three worlds can gauge the greatness of Vishwamitra. He knows the past, the present, and the future. Please send your son with him without any qualms. Do not think it is hard for this great man to kill those two Rakshasas who are wisps of straw in his presence. He can do it, but he wants your son to achieve greatness, and that is the reason why he is honoring you by asking you for Rama. Please realize the honor which has been granted to you and wake up from this delusion called Putra Sneha. When Vashishta spoke thus, Dasharatha was convinced and woke up from his mental stupor. He fell at Vishwamitra's feet and craved his pardon. He then said, "In my blind love for my child, I spoke hastily. Please forgive me and accept my son. I'm sending him with you and I'm happy to do so. Rama is never alone and Lakshmana will always be with him. Please take both of them." The words of Vashishta had convinced the king that the prince was taken by Vishwamitra for the good of the youngster, and his words of apology to the rishi were sincere. He sent for Rama and Lakshmana. Kaushalya had heard about the decision of the king to send the children with the rishi, and even as the word reached her that the king wanted them, she had prepared them for the journey. Taking leave of their mothers, the handsome young men came and stood before their father. They saluted all the rishis in the great hall and then they prostrated before their father. They were so handsome that Vishwamitra could not take his eyes off their faces. Rama was dark like a blue lotus and Lakshmana was fair. Both had long liquid eyes and their smiles were bewitching. They stood with folded palms in front of their father. Dasharatha said, "My dear Rama, Lakshmana, the great sage Vishwamitra has come to me with the sole purpose of taking you with him. Go with him and obey his commands in every way as you would mine." The children spoke not a word, but went and stood by the side of the rishi after saluting their father and others in the hall. The wind blew softly and gently, and all the omens were good when they left the palace. All those in the hall went up to the doorway to bid adieu to them, and they were amazed to see the rain of flowers from the heavens and the distant music of heavenly drums. Vashishta looked at the king as if to say, I told you that it is for the good of your sons that the great Vishwamitra came to you asking you to lend them to him. So that's the end of chapter 8. Everyone's clear? Wasn't too fast, right? So this, you might have come across few new words. Now let's go back to quiz time. Okay. So what are the names of the two Rakshasas who are the Mayavis?
I know one of them is Maricha,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one starts with SH.
Subahu.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shivabu.
Subahu. Okay, say it with me. Maricha and Subahu. Okay. And who are they?
Rakshas.
They are the henchmen of Ravana,
Arvin.
Oh, okay.
right? So, Surya, can you mute yourself, please? It's echoing. So, henchmen of Ravana. What is a henchman? What's the meaning of henchman?
Like someone that does most of the king's bidding.
They are like goons. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who is Ravana now?
The evil king of Lanka.
Okay, and he was introduced in this chapter also. The line of famed Pulastya. And what's special about Ravana?
He has a lot
He
of
had 10 heads.
10 heads. Okay. And what is special? Laya, you were saying something. What
I
was it?
was gonna say that he has a lot of boons and blessings from Brahma
And how did he get that?
by praying and tapas,
And what is tapas?
meditation,
And
um,
And yoga?
prayer.
yes, yes. Okay. So years of tapas is done. So tapas, you can say loosely, you can translate it to great effort. Okay. Putting great effort towards yoga. Yoga means what? Getting aligned with God consciousness. Yes. So by doing that, he's got a lot of boons from Brahma. And now what is he doing? He's challenging the devas,
Yeah.
and he is not allowing peace in the world. And with the, like, the previous chapters which we finished, in the conversation between Brahma and Valmiki himself, who wrote the Ramayana. So what was the conversation? So when there is a lot of bad deeds, when there's lots of bad actions that are happening, the God himself takes the form of a human, takes the form of a being to protect the people, to bring balance between the good and evil. So right now, Ravana was in Ramayana story, at that time, it was Ravana who was taking away peace from the world, and everybody is going to Lord Narayana and saying, we need you to protect us and do something. So for us. So one of the boons that Ravana had taken is that he cannot be killed by anybody. And he considered humans to be too lowly to take protection from them. So that was a loophole. So only a human now can kill him. He does not have a boon to protect him from being killed by a human. So Lord Narayana says that he will be born as a human and kill Ravana. And that's how Rama is born. Okay. So Dashratha does not know all this, and he is worried when Vishwamitra says, I want this boy to come and protect me from the Rakshasa. Dashratha is saying, this is his first war. He cannot stand. But who is it? Rama is Lord, the God itself, being born to vanquish Ravana. But Vishwamitra knows that. Why does he know that? How come he knows that the 16-year-old boy can come and do this?
Because
Because
Yes,
he's like a yeah, she can say it.
Adya, you want to let her complete?
maybe because he has lots of powers and he could do that.
Yes, and one specific power I'm hoping you can say. Anyone?
He
The
does a
Rishi,
lot of meditation.
yeah, and because of that, what is his power?
He can talk with gods and stuff. Like they respect him.
Okay, I'll answer. He can see the past, present, and future. Mute yourself, Surya. He can see, he can know the past, present, and future. Okay, so that's why he wants to. So the who's the guru of Dashratha and Rama and Lakshmana? What's his name?
Vashi.
Very good, Vashishta. Okay, I want you to be familiar with all these names. I'll keep asking. Vashishta, right? So Vashishta also can see, that's why he's urging the king. He goes and advises him saying, don't be silly. You're a great king. You have to keep your word. Besides that, Vishwamitra can kill the Rakshasas himself. When he's so powerful, can't he do that himself? But he is giving the opportunity, he's creating, because he knows he's just playing the part in bringing Ravana in bringing Rama to come and vanquish the Rakshasas. And so the story, the next things will come into being where it lead to Rama killing Ravana. Makes sense? Okay, some questions I want to just ask you about some new words you might have heard. What is Putra Sneha? That's a Sanskrit word. Putra means sna. Yes.
10.
What is that? Putra means?
10. What? What?
Anyone, just raise your hand. I'll know. Laya, I can't.
Love.
Keep your videos on, Laya and Surya and Harshini.
What did you say again?
What is Putra Sneha meaning?
Son.
Excellent. And Sneha means
10.
love. Okay,
No.
so
What?
he's bound, he's delusioned by his Putra Sneha, that his attachment to his son. Okay, so you learned one word Putra Sneha, then you learned Dashratha. What is the meaning of Dasharatha?
So they're like
Keep-
honesty.
10 chariots.
Okay, let's make this smooth. I want the videos on, or even if it's off, I want to see hands up so we can take turns to talk. So what does Dashratha mean? Show me. I can't see the hand. Yes, go on, Laya.
10 chariots.
10 chariots. Dasharatha, correct. Why is the king called Dashratha?
Because he got a boon
Yes.
that his chariot can go in all 10 directions.
And that's a pretty cool power to have, right?
Yeah.
Much like all these super heroes that you all see these days, movies, they have special powers. Ant-Man, Spider-Man, all of these people have special powers. So Dashratha, imagine how cool he can try, like he can go in 10 different directions and fight, right? So that's why he's called Dashratha. Now, another word. I think we'll leave with the words for what's kinsman? What is the word
Kinsman.
kinsman?
Okay.
Kinsmen.
Is it someone that accompanies a king in war?
Yeah, very good. How old are Rama? How old is Rama and
16.
Lakshmana?
16.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, and so okay, now we'll quickly recap the names of the main characters. Okay. So, what are the brothers of Rama names? Arnab.
Lakshman, Ram, Bharat, no, yeah, and sure,
Shatrughna.
Shatrugna.
Okay, Laya, who are the 3 wives of Dashrata in order?
Kaushalya,
Mhm.
Sumitra, Kaikeyi.
Okay. Who is the name of the guru?
The one that trains them, or
Yeah, trains them.
Vashishta?
Very good. And what is their country name?
I'm not sure.
Kosala. And what is the city, the capital that they live in? Ayodhya.
Ayodhya.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 8. We are going to stop there. And tomorrow's chapter is called Vishwamitra and the Young Prince. So what's going to happen when they leave Ayodhya and go into the forest with Vishwamitra is what we'll read tomorrow. Okay? And that's page 33. Let's do our closing prayers. Sit straight, close your eyes, drop your shoulders. Breathe in and chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Repeat with me or after me. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All right. Have a good night. Bye. Bye, Harshini. I didn't see your face, but bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie.